Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems or need counseling, you can contact me at 339-1670, or you can call my office at 237-3135. Those of you who have properties to sell or looking for a property to buy, you can also contact me. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Trinidad, viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you on our YouTube page, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Now, those of you on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, share our stream as we go live so your friends and family would know about Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Viewers, I'm giving you this time to call your friends, call your family, call the neighbor, let them know Real Talk is going live, and I will be with you right after this break.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. The Minister of National Security, Stuart Young, alongside the Chief of Defense Staff and 100 troops from Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force, will be going to the Bahamas on Sunday to assist with public order. The troops, accompanied by Minister Young and the Chief of Defense Staff, will be going to the Bahamas via a Caribbean Airlines 737 plane that will be leaving on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. On board will also be some supplies for the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. Minister Young noted that there will be no heavy equipment on board heading to the Bahamas. Minister of National Security Stuart Young spoke at a media briefing on Friday afternoon.
100 of our troops from the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force will be proceeding to Nassau, Bahamas on Sunday. The Chief of Defense Staff and myself will accompany those troops. We have spoken to CAL, and we're chartering a CAL 737 plane that will leave on Sunday morning at approximately 11 a.m. We are going to be taking persons to assist in public order, to make sure that there's public order maintained on the ground in Bahamas, and in particular the islands that are affected, some engineers and some medics. We are also trying as best as we can to have as much self-sustaining ability initially, so we're going to be carrying on our own plane as much supplies for our troops as possible.
No cost will be put upon the National Security Ministry, as Caribbean Airlines have willingly given their service to the ministry. However, Heritage will be paying for the fuel in which the CAL 737 plane will use. Caller, good night.
Hello, pleasant good night.
Go right ahead.
To all listeners. I have two little points I'd like to touch on, right? The first point is I have no issue with the government of the day. I mean, this is how they would look good, trying to help out the neighbors, so to speak. But I have a big issue with when you go to the bank, you have a business and you go to the bank and you need to get U.S. currency, right?
Yep.
And, they want to give you $100 or
$20.
Yeah, $20.
US.
And when the previous government was in office, the present government bad talk them and they say that they are the ones that holding back the U.S. currency, and when we get into power, we will be able to facilitate the U.S. demand of the country.
Yes.
And that's a total lie, right? That is a total lie. That is a failure upon this present government, right? And I'm very, very disappointed. We have, people have business and the business closing down, and I have to say, like, we're giving away the U.S.
Yes.
Right? That is the first point. The second point I would like to bring to light. I want people to think about this. It's a common sense thing, and we just closing the eyes. You have these people coming in your neighborhood, right, to cut the grass, and you see that they come with their little net. The little net when they're cutting the grass and they're blocking the grass and going in people's house, they're blocking the little stone and thing, right? When you going down the highway in the morning, and this is the highway,
I
right?
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, people cutting the grass to the walker, they don't have nobody there shielding anything. Things flying in your car, they're busting your windscreen, hitting your vehicle. And this is the highway, and you have people on the other side of the road in your neighborhood blocking anything, but they can't block it on the highway.
Thank you, my friend, and that is a very, very valid point. Thank you again. Engineers from Tiantec and Wassa will not be accompanying the 100 troops to the Bahamas on Sunday, as Minister Young stated that it will be premature to take such person as there is still an assessment taking place in the Bahamas.
At this stage, it is premature for us to take the Tiantec crew and the Wassa engineer or engineers with us on Sunday, because as you well imagine and as you're seeing in the international media reports, right now there's still an assessment taking place, and the islands that were hardest hit, that there's been complete devastation, there has not even been a proper assessment as yet. So to take persons to sit on the ground and wait in Nassau in the Bahamas doesn't make sense at this stage. We will get our boots on the ground, our troops on the ground, who will be able to provide us with further information, but more importantly, provide support to the people of Bahamas.
Well, viewers, at least somebody is thinking in the present government. Finally, somebody is thinking, but giving away $500,000 US is still a problem. Caller, good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr.
To you too, my friend.
All the help for the island is all well and good. But we need help here also.
Yes.
And to go on further, I can't see what is the reason for the Minister of National Security accompanying the troops. What he's saying, what the Prime Minister said in a press briefing recently, is that these guys will be going there to maintain law and order. What data they have? Who tell them there is no law and order in the country? Who tell them that? There is probably tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of pieces of board and wood and all kind of things strewn all over the place. They're supposed to be going ahead. This is what the people need. They need labor, manpower.
Yes.
They need equipment. And they don't have to worry about law and order. The United States already have about 16 Coast Guard cutters that is equipped with landing for the helicopters to land. And they will be providing security and law and order. We need to go and help, to work, to get on, not to go on parade, and I don't understand that at all. All the best.
Thank you, my friend. Listen to this, eh? The Chinese-based company, Gazuba Group International Engineering Company Limited, that was originally set to construct 5,000 new apartment units across Trinidad and Tobago, have been stopped by the Trinidad government. The Chinese construction company formally signed a US $71.1 million agreement with the HDC board back in May of 2019. Now, viewers, 71.1 million US is an equivalent to $481,556,745. Here, viewers, right? 4 months later, after signing this agreement, the Prime Minister announced the cancellation of the construction company, indicating that HDC has been instructed to go back out to the tenders because there were some parts of the contract that did not meet cabinet acceptance and approval, both structurally and legally.
That contract has been, it was reviewed extensively by the cabinet, and it has been stopped, and HDC has been instructed to go back out to tender because there were some parts of that contract which did not meet the cabinet's acceptance and approval, structurally and legalistically. So that project is, that contract has been stopped.
Now, viewers, this Chinese construction company, Gazuba Group International Engineering Company Limited, signed the contract for $71.1 million US dollar. In TT dollars, we are talking about $481,556,745 TT dollars. We are in the millions. Now, according to the Prime Minister, something was wrong. They didn't like that. Something went wrong with the contract. Structurally, they are saying, and legally. So apparently, something is in the making. Because how often do we hear the present government pulling back contracts? How often do we hear that? Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I am so glad you're talking about this situation because that is the one I want to talk about. Now, there are about 5 different ministers who have been here signing this contract. You won't tell me none of them see the floor? And here, man, let me tell you this. It's the first time I hear kids who are only mumbling, stumbling, and fumbling to say anything, you know. So it tells me that he is doing something that he and all, I don't know, because now he's saying that there are certain things in the contract that doesn't meet his specifications. Well, go and check them certain things and fix it.
Exactly.
A whole $71 million US dollars you sign up for. I don't know how much money going already. Now he has come to tell us that they had to go for the whole thing again. And well, you know, then where is the money that the taxpayers' money is coming from is their own, you know, and just honky dory with it, doing all about the place. I said, I'm so glad you talk about it because that is irking me, and I feel it irking a whole bunch of people in this country. Too unfair. to the taxpayers. Now, after all of that, now they're sending some money up the road. They have all them people up the road there. We suffering one way, the other way, and the other way around. I think it is so unfair. So people of this country, when the time come back around, no way all the putting all the... This man is making our country down the road. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. Dr. Rudal Munilal is calling on the Prime Minister to come clean and tell the public the real reason for pulling out of the housing contract with the Chinese construction company. UNC MP Dr. Rudal Munilal, who was also the former Minister of Housing, noted that it cannot be that 71.1 million US contract was signed by the HDC board without the approval of the cabinet, as this is a scandal by itself. Munilal is calling on Dr. Rowley to say what will be the country's liability for breach of contract after the deal was approved, signed, and sealed in May. Rudal Munilal is also calling on the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, to immediately fire the HDC Board of Directors. Now, viewers, listen this. Before I go to this video, listen this. A contract on the Chinese side and on the government side. These contractors submit their proposal, signed and sealed and approved by our government. And all of a sudden now, they decided to withdraw the contract. And according to Munilal, that is breach of contract. So what about now if the Chinese construction company now decides to sue the government of Trinidad and Tobago for breach of contract after everything was approved? What's going to happen to us? That's just a little thing for all you to understand. Now I'll take you straight to this video.
It cannot be that 71 million United States dollars contract was signed by the HDC board without the approval and supervision of the cabinet. That is a scandal by itself. And today I call on the government to immediately fire the board of directors of the HDC in light of this scandal, and to come clean with the population and indicate what now is the financial exposure of the government by way of liabilities and damage arising from the breach of this contract that was signed with the Chinese construction company. Because it may well be that we have to pay damages. It may well be that we have liabilities arising from the breach of contract in this case. I don't know of any international agreement in the tune of $500 million that will allow any of the parties just to wake up one morning and say we cancel, because we don't like it. In this matter, if you can recall, there were provisions where the HDC was going to pay VAT on behalf of the company. These things are unheard of.
Now, viewers, that was the voice of the former housing minister. And is he lying? I don't think so. Now, for a breach of contract, the Chinese, Gazuba, could end up suing Trinidad government for millions of US dollars. So what are we doing? Are we creating jobs, or are we creating proposals to be sued? You tell me. Caller, good night. Hello?
Hello, caller.
Go right ahead.
Good night, Said.
Good night to you.
This is a call from Princess Town.
Princess Town, welcome to Real Talk.
Said, this decision to cancel the contract gives the public a certain perception. It creates a doubt in the mind of the people in this election year, where it could be terminated And you don't know who contracts will be now given to, who could be possible financiers of the next election. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Well said. Remember election coming up just now, you know, we need cash. Viewers, it's Fire Friday. Fire Friday was created by Real Talk for you, the viewers. To voice your concern, call in, let us know what is taking place in your area with the drugs, the guns, the rapists, the kidnapper. Let us know. Let's start cleaning Trinidad and Tobago. Why am I saying that now? Why is I saying that now? Because I got my bill passed. So we could start cleaning up Trinidad and Tobago, the gun runners, the drugs, the rapists, the human traffickers. All we need is info. Like I said, I am not running down no bandit. There are people in place to do that. Caller, good night.
Good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
Said, first of all, I'd like to make a complaint. I'm calling from Cuba.
Welcome.
And the Cuba West Secondary School every day have water problem. Cuba West Secondary School, I have to go and pick up my daughter who go into that school every day. I don't know when that problem could be fixed. Secondly, those schools the UNC built, why are they being left to rot under the PNM? Right? Why the PNM so spiteful and poisonous and nasty? Okay, schools are for students to go to school to get an education so they wouldn't come out bandits and criminals.
True.
And strippers.
Yes.
Right? And what had to appear in these ghetto videos with their underwear on or naked. Right? Secondly, you say you could clean up this country. We need foreign intervention to help clean up this country, boy.
I don't think so.
Side boy, let me tell you, the drugs and it goes deep and it goes high. Right? This country need a purge. This country needs the British to come back and run it for it to run good. Because if USC come into power in the morning, you've only see protests in Polo Spain and people dragging mannequin. Right? Rowley do the world wrong thing. He lie to reach where he is. With email gate and all kind of thing. All kind of lie. Only lie just come out his mouth. But he's still there and nobody ain't protesting. Let's have a little protest with Mikey K and Knox Smith and them. And people don't go out. All right? I saw you out there was the Venezuelan thing a few months ago and all of that. Right? This country really need a push, boy. It probably need a Dorian to wipe out everything. Because, boy, this is the worst. This is the worst prime minister. It's like Satan running this country, right? I mean, people losing their jobs, right? Criminals have more rights than victims. I hear a man rob a store, something, he get away, he get bail, and he go and rob the next one, and he go get away again. But, you know, they're giving the business people and them guns to protect themselves and their family.
True.
Right? A man drinking in a bar with the father, bam, criminal, kill him in front of the father. And you know, the police are going after them. This is a back to front, upside down country, boy. Satan in charge here, boys. Thanks, Said.
Thank you, my friend. Now, concerning crime in Trinidad, it is very simple. Very, very simple. All the TTPS have to do is to carry out their duty properly without hindrance. That is all they need to do. You see, I'm going to tell you something. Gary Griffith is the Commissioner of Police. Stuart Young is the Minister in the Ministry of National Security. If these fellas want Trinidad and Tobago to clean up, they could do it. But you know what happened? If Stuart Young decides to give the Commissioner of Police the okay to go ahead and start raiding drug blocks and drug dens and hotels, element will want to come after Stuart Young. We don't need no outside intervention. Because outside intervention don't need us. And we don't need them. You know why? All the TTPS have to do is start doing their work. That is all. Because let me tell you something. The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, in their area, there's a drug man. So which means everybody in the neighborhood know the drug man. The police station and the police in the station knows the drug man. If I am wrong, you tell me. So if the police know the drug man in the area, how the hell them are going after him? How the hell them are going after him? And when you hold this man now, boy, believe me, you have to talk where you get that. I'm not inciting violence, you know. But I am showing you. Let me tell you something. When I sat down by myself and I started to communicate, well, everybody knows I'm a spiritual man. I started to communicate with the entities around me. How can we fix Trinidad and Tobago? Saieed, firstly, you need to reinforce laws. You need new laws. Okay, good. 5 legislations up and running. We got that. Congratulations, Saieed. Now, to back up these legislations, I went and I pulled now and I start to ask for the no bail bill with repeat offenders. So if you have a drug man with a repeat offense, how the hell the police ain't holding him yet? If everybody in the neighborhood know by John House have gone, how come the police ain't gone down by John House yet? If the citizens know John Doe bringing in cocaine, okay, the whole village know that. How the hell the police ain't set up a sting to hold John Doe yet? Talk. Somebody say something. If those don't stop one crime to fix in Trinidad, all they have to do is give an order. And that is all they have to do. I stood right here for 3 months and I got 5 legislation passed together with the no bail bill. A tool to the magistrate, a tool to the judge, and a tool for the police. So they can't say, we run down the bandits and he got me for the magistrate and he get bail. As long as they have a repeat offense, 120 days inside. So what is the keepback now? Somebody tell me, what is the keepback? Now all I want to know, why Saieed now bringing out a security team? Why Saieed opening an intelligence unit? There are police officers willing to do their jobs. But because of hindrance, Tom know Jerry, Jerry know John, John know the ASP, and the ASP know the minister, and so it goes. So how can it fix? Again, if those in authority want Trinidad fixed, all they have to do is give an order. You know why? Because they have a law in place now. It have a law in place set for repeat offenders. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Saieed. Good program as usual, man. You hit the nail with a sledge there, you know. Saieed.
Guys, audio.
Mr. Young and immature. He finding troops, 100 troops to go him as well. Of course, they're in trouble, but they need we help anyway, right? You finding 100 troops to send back. Why you can't take 100 troops and just as you rightly said, raid this place morning, noon, and night, and we go fix the problem in the country? But they don't want to do that. I want to see the same response from him when you see people flood out in Debe and Mayaro and Pinal and Woodland. I want to see the same response from him. Carry the troops there too immediately and let us assist these people. And with reference to the Chinese company, you said it right. This whole thing was staged, managed, and played, because you can't tell me they sign a contract and then you find it false, and it went, the chief dictator of this country would have know what they're signing there.
Oh, yes.
So we have to look and see who involved. Maybe Dimbut and Rohan may be involved in that, because they will turn around now and sue the state, and its taxpayers have to pay for that. And reference to the U.S. money, I have a relative studying abroad. I can't get money to send for them. I had to stop them from studying and bring them back to the country. You have money to give away, our money, that our money, our U.S. money. Thank you, my friend, for giving me this opportunity. God bless you.
Thank you. Where is the minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? Where is he? He is the man in charge of foreign affairs. The Bahamas is a foreign country. It is not attached to Trinidad and Tobago. I did not hear Trinidad and Tobago and the Bahamas. I heard Trinidad and Tobago, and we have a foreign affairs ministry to deal with foreign affairs. So where is Mr. Moses? Are we dealing with a local matter? Are we sending $500,000 US to Moruga or Cedras? No, those are countries in Trinidad. Bahamas is out of Trinidad and Tobago. It is a foreign matter. Where is the foreign affairs minister? Somebody say something. Caller, good night. Hello?
Good night. In Trinidad and Tobago.
Go right ahead.
Well, I'm saying, right, we talking about the drug dealers, and we talking about the police knowing all
I'm
these
not hearing
things,
you.
right? I'm saying, we talking about the drug dealers, who the police know from who the police don't know, right? The drug dealers is not the cards on them that on the table that matter right now. It's the people on them that's higher than the drug dealers, but nobody don't choose to talk about them, because them is the people in control of the whole country now.
That is why I raised the matter. If
The
those
drug dealers
in
and them is just the
authority
pawns,
wants to fix Trinidad and Tobago, it could be fixed. But when you have hindrance, how could it be fixed? How can it be fixed? Everybody say they know gang leaders. This is Manning. I know who the big fish is. Like the hook break out as it hit the sea. I had to say that. Caller, good night.
Good night, sir. You just mentioned that we have been trying to, control crime and so on in this country. And one of your callers said we should get foreign intervention. Mr. Said, I just want to draw one example to you, sir. I was the victim of a home invasion, and it took 3 years, Mr. Said, before I can get a response from the TTPS. And I live 3 minutes away from the Shogunas police station and know my assailants. So, David, that is the case. How do we correct crime? When you're going to send a police who's a bandit to arrest a bandit. It's not going to happen. Not in...
Thank you, my friend. My friend. Now I know why I am creating a security team. Not just to say Real Talk with Real Talk Security Limited. No. They're making a mistake. The name sounds good, but the effect of the name is the fella's going to be on the ground. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Said.
Go right ahead.
I have one little question. I want to know where Kublal Singh is, and if he's not protesting for nothing. If he's not fasting and protesting, where him? If he's still alive.
That I cannot answer, but I hope he is watching. It's Fire Friday, viewers. It's a fiery Friday. You know why? I ain't hearing about Moses. Wait. Is the foreign ministry up and running? Because we ain't hearing nothing. This is a foreign matter. It's a foreign matter. The minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is supposed to come out and make a statement. We have two other ministers making statements. The security minister and the prime minister. And up till now we are hearing nothing what Moses have to say. Up till now. And others want to know what side bringing to the table. I bring facts to all you. The ministry who was supposed to be involved in this, you ain't hearing nothing. Nothing. All of them sleeping. All of them take sleeping pill and go on to sleep. I saying so. Call good night.
Hello, good night, sir.
Go right ahead.
The people in this country definitely have no shame. They're shameless to their own selves. They hate their own selves. You tell me all this oil boom passed through and paying them hand from one time to the next. And look the stage you're reaching.
Yep.
We're going to poverty now. Everything. And people still shameless to say, I'm red and ready. They're red and ready to dead. They're dead. All of them.
Caller.
Everyone.
Listen to this, viewers. A 31 years old Arima man is currently under police guard at the Eric William Medical Science Complex in Mount Hope after he was shot in the stomach after allegedly trying to break into a home at Kelly Village around midnight. Reports indicate that the 31-year-old man fled the scene after being shot at. He allegedly went to the Arima hospital where he told doctors he had been shot while returning to his Tunapuna home at 1 a.m. on Friday, when he was confronted by a gunman. However, the Caroni police noted that they responded to reports of a home invasion in Kelly Village around midnight when a member of the family shot one of the intruder in the stomach with a licensed firearm. Well done. The man is currently under police guard at the hospital. Well done. One shot, you should have fired two. That is what you're supposed to do. Fire two shots. Make sure he did not get up from that spot. Because leave it to me. Now listen how funny this is, Listen how funny this is, One shot is defense. Defending your family. You know if you take two shots, they're going to charge you for murder? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Caller, good night.
Mr. Saieed.
Go right ahead.
I would like to find out one thing. Kamala bring back the truckload of money and give it to Rowley. And Rowley and Faris and Stuart Young and Imbot turn millionaire out of the truckload of money.
Thank you, my dear. A man who is believed to be mentally ill stormed the Barataria South Secondary School compound and started attacking the security guard. Reports indicated that the guard on the school compound tried to restrain him. However, he broke loose and started throwing chairs and stone at them. Teacher eventually called the police. When the officers arrived at the school, they were also unsuccessfully at restraining the man, which led to one officer drawing his service pistol at the mental unstable man. The man was then shot once in the leg and eventually taken to the Eric William Medical Science Complex in Mount Hope. Classes at the Barataria South Secondary School were then later dismissed for the day. Let me tell you something. Trinidad and Tobago needs to get back a sense of security. They need to get it back. Yesterday, the Rose Foundation was giving out certificates and shields to individuals in Trinidad and Tobago, congratulating them for global peace. In Trinidad. In Trinidad. Now I want to ask a question. I've been seeing people living in board house putting burglar proof in their house now. I have seen people who never had burglar proof in their house putting up burglar proof. You know why? Because we don't have proper security and we don't have peace. Every single individual in Trinidad and Tobago is fearing for their lives. And the neighborhood is not at peace because they have bandits, they have drug dealers, they have gun smugglers, they have human trafficking individuals, but they're giving out big certificates for peace in Trinidad and Tobago while the citizens are living in fear. So how do we spell peace? F-E-A-R? I was looking at the ceremony yesterday and I was like saying, my God, where is the peace? The taxi driver ain't safe. The nurse going to work ain't safe. The doctors ain't safe. The civilians in Trinidad and Tobago not safe. Any school now ain't safe. Your business place ain't safe. Your home not safe. But we're giving out recognition certificates to individuals in Trinidad and Tobago for global peace. And after 6, we can't come out of the house. Because we ain't sure to return back. Are we safe? How do you spell safe in Trinidad and Tobago? How do you spell peace? Huh? Let's think about that. Think about it. I have nothing with the Rose Foundation here now. Nothing. Nothing. But peace in Trinidad is what we don't have. Safety in Trinidad is what we don't have. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Said.
Hello?
Said, I went and buy 5 fish guns, and I set them up all around my house, and at the easy access to it. And I have intention of putting it on them, but anybody come to attack me, it's dead for them.
What is peace? I sat down and I watched. I paid attention. What I want to ask is everyone who attended that function, do you have, give me a closer shot. Do you have peace in and around your house? Everybody, so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. But definitely sure, when all jump in all of vehicle from that ceremony and all going home, I don't know where this bandit go come from, you know. God carry me home safe, you know. I don't want to dead outside here, you know. Oh God, the place gone bad. But in the ceremony all of this so. I'm afraid to talk, you know, because I'm living in Trinidad and I know what's taking place in Trinidad. So nobody come and say, Mama guy me. Because out there is the real life. The real thing taking place. Like I said, if you want to bring back safety in Trinidad and Tobago, they want to take away the fear that have been instilled in the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Let the TTPS do what they're supposed to do without hindrance. And if the Commissioner of Police decides to run SOS in Trinidad and Tobago every weekend, Trinidad will become a safe place. If one individual like Saieed Ali, who have a talk show going on Synergy platform, could ask for 5 legislations and get it passed, and come and push for the no bail bill and get it passed, imagine what I could do. Just imagine that. Imagine what I could do if I make phone calls to officers. If I had a team, imagine what I could do. And all I want to talk safety, all I want to talk global peace. And people afraid to come out of their house after 6. A school girl entered into a bus after school and did not return home up to now. Up to now. You know? You know? And when you jump in your car, you're begging God to reach home safe. Because you know where the bandit coming from. You don't know if they're going to shoot you. You don't know if they're going to rape you. You don't know if they're going to take your car. Eh? And all the wondering, all the clapping, global peace. Right now they have global warming going on. Think about that. Think about that. I want to know what side coming from, what side is bringing to the table. I bring in reality to you. I bring in the situation that's happening next door to you. I bring in the situation that going on in your community, and you're afraid to open your mouth. You know why? Because you're afraid somebody come and shoot you in your house. Come inside house. Let me tell you something. You will come and run in, and you will walk back. Ooh, 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 because I ain't gonna make joke with you. You see, I have decided to stand up. I have decided to stand up for a change. To my friend, Mr. Akbar Khan, I do apologize for not coming today. I know you was expecting me at your office. I was a little busy, but I will try to make some time Saturday just to meet with you. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Hi. Well, a couple of comments. One, is it possible to have an anti-corruption, anti-dotish ministry, specifically called that? So this minister would be in charge of basically looking at the other ministers to see how stupid or how corrupt they are. So we could have that special minister. We could call him a special unelected post. I mean, he could do what the Privy Council, well, not the Privy Council, what you call this oversight body that the president picks or something who do nothing.
I know what you're talking about.
The second thing is that with regard to two of the so-called laws that are on the books. One, all over Canada, the U.S. and other European countries, they have legalized marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
In this country, people are locked up for having a little bit of marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am not a smoker, I am not a marijuana user. But if you look at the amount of people getting put away for this petty crime, what is considered a petty crime in the U.S., Canada, why is this not repealed? And why is this not available for private use? The other thing, Saeed, is the Sedition Act. what is sedition? The Prime Minister seems to think that every law from the ancient colonials should be carried forward. So if his argument is that murder should be carried forward, shouldn't slavery be carried forward? Shouldn't torture and all these things be carried forward? I mean, his argument is fallacious. And one other point, Saeed. When you speak out, how do you know what is a seditious statement that you are saying? How are you so sure that they are not going to lock you up in jail for something what they consider seditious, but you may consider your freedom of speech? Thank you very much, and keep well and good luck. And one other thing, we also may need a ministry of prayer to pray for these crazy people in there. All right, so thanks very much.
Thank you, my friend. It's Fire Friday, viewers, and I just fire it up. I just spark it up. But tell you something. I have the right to practice freedom of speech. And anytime, I want to answer a question, because I want the public to understand why I just be like this. Anytime you hear a police charge me with sedition, when I face the magistrate, I do business who the magistrate is. I want you, the magistrate or the judge, to tell me which one of the act or the law is in progress and which one is not. You cannot tell me I have the freedom to talk while you want to muzzle my mouth on this side. We falling out bad, right in the courthouse. That is me. You cannot come around Saieed Ali with no foolishness. You see the caller call last night, and everything you ask me, X, Y, and Z on the table. You can't play your call in real talk to put me on a spot. I will answer your question and I will put you back on a spot. That is me. So to the caller that just called, I practice freedom of speech. There's only one thing could be in operation. Is that we have freedom of speech or we have the Sedition Act. And any minister willing to come forward and tell me which one is more effective, I will gladly let the people of Trinidad and Tobago know which one is effective. Because the two of them running 50-50 right now. So you know what is what. So that is just to let those in authority know I know who I am. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I agree with you that both is running 50-50 right now, right? In an independent country, you need freedom of speech.
Exactly.
In order for independence to run, right?
Correct.
But I already called to ask you one question, Mr. Ali, right? We sitting today and we've seen a lot of sedition has been committed by certain people.
Yes.
Right? Why is it picking and choosing? Right? Why does it picking and choosing certain people to charge under that sedition? And what could the opposition do? Right? Can the opposition go before a judge and get an order to order the DPP and order the Commissioner of Police, right, to carry out the law as far as where sedition is concerned about certain people? Right? What about men threatening to kill men, to kill UNC members? Isn't that sedition? What about the email gate issue? Is not that sedition? So the UNC is not doing a good enough job as far as I see, and they have all the big-time professional lawyers and all kind of things. Why don't they go before a High Court judge straight to England and order the DPP and the Commissioner of Police to lay charges on these people? Right? I guess they're not as desperate for power like those other, like the people who are in power right now. Probably that is why they don't want to do that. But I know they could do better than that, the opposition. Go to court if you have to reach England and get the judge to order the DPP and the commissioner to charge those people for decision and others who commit sedition also. You understand? Thank you for your time, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. How come they charge Saieed Ali yet? That's so much thing I just be saying. You know why? I know who I am. I know right from wrong. That is what I do. I know my rights as a citizen. And when you want to trample upon me, when I know my rights, you're making a mistake. Because I am here to educate the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago and to let them know who they are and what is your rights. So that is why they will bat in their crease before they come by me. Because if I have a court matter going on, this is my program, I will say about my matter. Caller, good night.
Good night. Well, Mr. Man, Mr. Saeed?
Yes?
I would like to know, you have been passing all these legislations for law and whatnot, right? I have noticed that Mr. Keith Rowley just gave away $500,000 to the Bahamas, like if money flowing like water, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I try to understand why it is government workers working on a 2013 salary still, right? And I still trying to understand why it is he break a contract that could possibly sue he for maybe $1 billion. This man still prominently securing everybody, telling them that they're living a good life, everything nice in Trinidad and Tobago, right? This bill something you're passing, it's possible for you to pass a legislation for all government workers who living on 2013 salary to be exempted from all tax and increases. I'm just asking this question. I mean, me I know much about legality and all them things, but at the end of the day, it's very unfair because we work in 8 hours a day, sometimes more than that, to realize with little money we gain, we should know we can't build our house, we can't support our family, we can't even watch and say something against Venezuelans because they're coming down here free, the kind of negativity and violence they're seeing and bringing, right? They're bringing in lawless people. They're bringing in people that kill and rob the Trinidadian people, right? And I know, maybe they go open Trinidad to the Bahamas after too, and let all the Bahamians come down here and do what they want without having any repercussions. You know?
Thank you, my friend.
This is my view. I just asking, you know, because right now with the real hot in our soul, there is a young fella, right? And I growing up here, I seen this thing and I want to do something to stop it, but I can't do it because they say I had no voice.
I understand. Thank you, my brother. That is why I have decided to open this. To open this for the people. To open this. Hey, while the guy was talking there, how come the Prime Minister or the Minister of Foreign Affairs didn't ask the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago to open their arms and open their house and open their pots and welcome the people from the Bahamas? How fast we forget. That's just a reminder for all you. How fast? How fast do we forget as citizens of Trinidad and Tobago? That is why I choose to bring it back to all you. Remember that? Huh? Hey, I just always say, nobody ain't shutting down this show. Because I don't depend on sponsors. And I don't ask nobody to sponsor it. I will work my 15 hours, 16 hours, 17 hours. I will make my money in my pocket. And I will fund my show. And I will continue doing that. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. A rerun of this program is at Monday morning. That is Monday coming up. Viewers, be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Don't get into problems. And I will see you right here Monday night. It's Mash Up Monday. So, be safe and good night.